How to be an ethical professional. Hi everyone, my name is Braden Chase and welcome to the podcast. Tonight I wanted to talk about something that was a little frustrating that happened today but over the past couple of months. And so my son has some problems and we're not quite sure what they are. Some of the blood work says that it's a thyroid problem. Some of the blood work says that it's like an eye problem. Some of it says that it's a digestive problem. And we really don't know what's going on. Hello, Luciani. And so we're not quite sure what's going on with him. So we've been taking him to doctors. And we live in kind of a small city. It's a little bit isolated. So it's been difficult for us to find doctors around here that specialize in children. How do we help our son? And so we took him to the family doctor who was here, and he says, hey, there's this great ophthalmologist, right? Optometrist, right? In this other city, it's about an hour and a half away, hour, 45 minutes away. Go there and they can help with all these different things. Like, oh, do they specialize in children? Oh, yeah, they do. They'll be great. So my wife sets up this appointment. My wife drives all the way there, takes our son there to the appointment, spends 4 hours with the doctor there, the optometrist, with my son, discusses all of these different things, does all of these different tests. And the lady says, yeah, I love to work with everybody, help them with their eyes. I love to work with kids. I do all these different things, but I'm not really sure what's going on here. We may need to do some more tests. Hey, Mayel. So she's looking at all these different things. We're like, okay. And then the doctor says, oh, come back here in a few weeks. So my wife, goes back. My wife goes back today to go for this, the second appointment. Now, the first appointment was, I don't even know how many thousands of dollars for this appointment. We're like, wow, that was really expensive. Okay. Here we're on the next appointment where they're going to do all of the same tests again. So we're like, oh dear, here's many more thousands of dollars, right, on this other doctor's appointment. But it's our son, right? We need to take care of him. We need to help him. What are we going to do? And my wife takes him in there. They go through all the tests again. And then the doctor comes back and says, you know, I'm not really sure what to do here because I don't actually specialize in children. I think you need to find an optometrist who specializes in children back in your own city. And my wife was so frustrated with that because she had gone all this way twice and spent all of this money twice to be there and to help our son with this lady. Hi, Eric. And she said, yes, I work with children and I help children. I do all these different things. But now, after spending thousands of dollars, she says, oh, I actually don't work with kids and I don't really know what to do here. Sorry, go find someone else. And we're like, oh my word, this is so frustrating. Now there's, people make mistakes and I understand that. And that, you're sometimes as a doctor or as a person, right, you're presented with a situation that you don't understand and that's okay, I get that. But the part that I found very unethical in this situation as a professional, as a doctor, is that this lady waited until after the second set of tests were done to say, oh, I don't know what to do here. And I found that very frustrating. She waited until we paid thousands of dollars for her to come and say, I don't work with children. I find that very frustrating. And so the moral of the story here with all of that is, if you want to be an ethical businessman or businesswoman, and you want to have a successful business and be ethical at the same time, because those are very important, and not necessarily the same thing, even though they should be, if you want to be ethical, you must always put your customer, your client, your patient above and beyond and more important than your own profit. Because what this optometrist demonstrated to me is that she was more concerned about making her money than she was about taking care of my son because of the way that she structured these things. Had she said, because we already did it once, right? We went through the whole process once and she said, okay, I don't really work with kids. Go find someone else. Sorry. I wouldn't be bothered so much by it because she didn't know the whole situation. She didn't know everything that was going on. But we did 4 hours of tests with her. Okay, figured it out. But then to call us back again, to do all the same things again, and now she says, I don't know what's going on, but haha, you've already paid for it, so I'm still getting paid, I'm okay. And then at the end of it, the lady says, I want to see him again in 6 months. Hey, you just said that you don't know what to do, you don't know what's going on, we should find somebody else. Why would we come back to you? It doesn't make any sense. And the only thing that makes sense to me is that this lady was just trying to get her paycheck. She just wanted to get paid. And I want to get paid too. You want to get paid. Everyone wants to get paid. But there's an order in your ethics. You must always put your patient, put your client, put your customer above, and they must be more important than your profits, than the money that you're making. To the point that if a client or customer or patient doesn't really fit with you, there's something that doesn't really work, you need to tell them before they spend money with you. Okay? Before money shows up, before someone pays you for something, say, hey, I don't think this is going to work out. Go find someone else. Yes, I'm going to lose money, but let's not even get into this issue at all, right? Let's just be honest. And I'm not going to take your money because I know that I'm not going to be able to help you, right? It's not that hard unless you just are kind of unethical, right? So don't be unethical. Be an ethical person. Be an ethical doctor or nurse or business person or teacher or whatever you are. Make sure that your clients are more important than your revenue or the profits that you're bringing in, okay? That is the first and maybe the most important step in a business, in being ethical as a business. The people are always more important than the money, okay? Thank you guys very much. If you like that, put a comment underneath, put a like underneath. If you have any questions, comment underneath, and I'd love to talk to you to further the conversation. Well, have a great night. I love you guys, and I'll see you later.